Wait. Did I do the abduction? I must have just done the abduction. Esther, Happy Vixie, Connects I, Lurian, hello, Alien Cheese. Hey Triad Orion, hey Black Dove. Hey Malney. Hey Thomas. Crit error, hello. This is a bit concerning too, yeah. it's not ideal. I might bring a rookie to this one. Unusual Thunder, hello, hey Card Redrun, hey Matt. Nice, Thomas. So I can wait 7 hours for an engineer here, but I don't know. They're engineers already. I can just use them. We just load out the team and go.
Contact detected.
The aliens have landed in Canada. Landed UFOs, a little concerning of course, but you can't be like too afraid of it. Because a lot of the time the mission's actually fairly easy. So I am going to bring one rookie. I gotta get these rookies leveled somehow. Thanks for the 67 months, Melanie! Daylight savings happened. One. Wait, did it? Is that why I feel so weird? Daylight savings. Is it an hour later than it should be, or an hour earlier than it should be right now? I didn't even realize. Oof. Also one aim. That's rough. That's rough. It's later than it should be. What a disaster. This is, I believe, the first mission where we get to bring laser weapons. Is that right? Or were there laser weapons in the last mission? I'm a bit confused because my little overlay here says that there's an outstanding abduction. But there doesn't seem to be an outstanding abduction. I think maybe I did the abduction at the end of last stream, but I forgot to equip laser weapons. This is Zeus. I think Ardos has enough health, but I'm gonna go with an alloy, or sorry, enough aim, but I'm gonna go with an alloy plate over a laser sight. -4 aim, +2 ablative HP. That seems decent on a sniper this good. Okay, we have some sort of a team. Let's go. Possible that I did the abduction a little while ago and just didn't mark it off on the overlay. That would also make sense.
Prepare for deployment, Strike One.
The drop site for this operation will be in Canada. It looks like the UFO landed out in the boonies. We need to secure the surrounding area and eliminate any hostiles before they threaten the local population.
Alright. What if satellites are actually bad in this game? I've been thinking about it. I make like $300 from the satellites that I'm putting up this month, but it cost me...
Big Sky. We are in position and awaiting further orders.
Roger that, Big Sky.
something
Strike
like
one,
$800
to deploy.
to
Approach
make
with
them.
Extreme caution. Current enemy status at the site is unknown.
It's not actually that good a deal. This is often a terrifying map to play, and I don't think this is a good spawn point. Usually you spawn like over here, and then you work your way through the woods to the UFO, and stuff goes wild. But here we've just spawned right next to the UFO.
Headed there now.
We'll see. There are crows cawing on the map, unless they're outside my house.
Rolling. Got it covered.
I've become a person who knows the sounds that different birds make.
Aye, affirmative. Aye, aye, Commander.
The crows near my house will sit outside the house and caw at me to ask for peanuts. That's how my life is going. Hey, Emmeline! There's an old story about a hiring manager. Oh god. Okay. Who had a stack of applications for a position, took half the stack, threw it in the trash, and said, "I don't hire unlucky people." Clearly. Clearly not. Well, are these the first mutants of the campaign? I think they might be.
Moving to position.
Rocket is steadied with fire in the hole. Canaxi, can you do something for us here? Let's find out.
Rockets away.
Been watching Severance. Show is sweet. Doesn't feel like an easy spot to be taking cover with my soldiers in. Nice. I think we're gonna have to rely on a smoke grenade for that.
Position confirmed. Good to go.
This is a target-rich environment.
Solid copy.
Just kill.
That's a load of bull.
Man, that was not a kill. Just kill? That was also not a kill. Okay, so we are going to...
Поехали.
I think grenade.
Получай.
Rectify, thanks for the 77 months, appreciate it. This is the first disabling shot of the campaign. It missed. Uh-oh. It's probably okay. You have to hope it's okay.
Roger that.
And let's drop the smoke. If the mutant runs at us and crits our Rocketeer, that's just too bad. At this stage in the campaign, they only have alien carbines. They don't deal that much damage. Oh, it's confused. Yeah, that's fair. I am very scary. Triple that, thanks for the gifted sub. I appreciate it.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Davidge. Thank you very much for the 2 months. Okay, we want to step backwards from the doorway?
Выполняю.
Because we don't want them to be able to take heavy cover here. And then, I think, just chilling out for a bit
Roger. Got my eye. Overwatch. Aye, aye.
makes the most sense. I see another floater pod. I hear thin men.
Roger that. Ready to engage.
But that's only 3 pods that we know about so far.
Let's do this. Ready to rock. On Overwatch.
So it's not time to panic yet.
What was that?
You smart cat.
Look sharp, enemies rolling up. Just in sight. Не может быть. They're flanking my position. Negative damage. Watch the flanks. They're on the move.
My expectation was that this would be pretty easy to deal with. It happened this way.
Moving.
Giving Kanaxai a chance to kill all of my squad though. Always a little concerning. My last motion tracker charge already. Alright, so all I see is the last member of the pod on this. That's good. Doesn't quite solve everything for me though.
Roger that.
You're the most reliable Rocketeer until the rocket where we're not. Possibly true. I should install a thing which shows me line of sight. That's what I'm learning right now.
On my way. Fastball special.
What? What do I think about butterflies? Do they present a menace? No. No, I don't think they do. Well, shit. I have put myself in a situation here. I think my line is going to be suppress this, kill these two, that just runs away. But floaters can be angry. The thing that we've found out. I will take the hollow target on this. I will take the kill on it. I will put it on 1 HP. As is tradition. Laser rifle! Oh, it has so much aim. Okay, good.
Toasted.
Toasted.
Так точно.
Kill?
Черт. Промазал.
You do notice pretty quickly that the rookie isn't doing as well as a different soldier should be doing. Okay, okay. We've gotten all the misses. Alright, well that's pretty bad.
My commander.
think we missed 3 coin flips or something.
Cover my flank. I'm all right.
Good grief. 9 plus 10 is indeed 21.
They're falling
Thank you
back.
for the 27-month subbed.
Can I get some help?
Okay, we got lucky during their turn. Did not get very lucky prior to their turn. As long as we're one so punishing that a single loss means a reset. Not a single soldier death,
Moving out.
but if you squad wipe on a mission, like it doesn't mean the campaign isn't winnable, but
That is not
continuing to play after squad wiping on an early mission is pretty,
I'm rolling.
sadistic. I don't know. Masochistic? Wait. If you like making yourself suffer, is that sadism or masochism? Or just both?
Out of the game. Back online.
That's masochism? Okay.
Иду. Продолжим.
Things I don't feel too bad about not knowing.
Roger. Got my eyes on.
Think of the Brotato character. True. We hear more floaters, we hear thin men. Still pretty likely that this is not a trapped UFO, and we've just heard every pod that exists.
Moving out. В два счета.
I am a little bit concerned about the active muton, of course.
Moving.
How could one not be? Although, at this point in the game,
Moving out.
a nice thing is that mutons don't have their plasma rifles yet. They're using plasma carbines, so they don't hit quite as much.
I'm on it, Commander. We're green to go.
Shusuke, thanks for the 55 months. Appreciate it. Alright. More floaters.
Shot wide.
I feel worse about this pod than I did about the last one. Feels like they have better cover. And I have fewer consumables. We're probably just going to be shooting them through their cover.
Roger that. That's a load of gold. I'm on it, Commander. Heading to that location.
Good kill. It's actually kind of wild how good Ranger is.
Solid copy.
You start to notice when you pay attention to how often enemies are on 1 HP. Like, you can think about it as a 15% damage increase or something, but the difference between one-shotting and not one-shotting enemies is very high. It feels like Ranger makes that difference often. To Google what a trapped UFO was? Yeah.
Спешу. Heading out.
Alright. Still 3 of them. Let's see what they do. Overwatch, Overwatch. I don't know why we're looking at my Rocketeer. 1 HP is infinitely more HP than 0 HP. So true.
Oh, that is not good.
Hmm.
Empty. Can't engage. Apply.
Coin flips.
Значит, в другой раз.
Well, good turn.
Affirmative. Covering now.
Gotta get better coins. Tell me about it. I heard footsteps on the UFO there.
Position confirmed.
Good, solid hit. The ballistic weapon sounds are good in this game.
Dials pacified. Sit down. I'm all out. Ready to engage. Overwatch. Aye, aye. Я снова в строю. They're falling back. Get me the hell out of here.
Okay. Damn.
Cover my flank. Flanking my position.
But also...
Coming fire.
Oh, okay. That's definitely more than one pair of feet walking in the UFO. So I assume that that's the Thin Men pod I'm hearing. And of course, there is still one muton somewhere.
Get eliminated. Running low on ammo.
The muton has been on a wild adventure since its pod pulled on like turn 1 or whatever. Or I don't know, maybe it's just been standing still in the same place actually. Maybe it hasn't been on an adventure at all. Whatever it's been up to though, it hasn't been fighting me.
Держу сектор.
These were the first mutons of the campaign, yeah.
Affirmative.
Nothing too bad.
Got it covered. Moving to Overwatch. I'm ready. Ясно. Буду начеку. There's something out there.
Ping to it. I think
Aye, aye, Commander.
probably okay for me to move a little bit now.
Я пошел.
I think we've confirmed that this isn't trapped. It will be 4 pods. The last one is Thin Men. And I'll have to deal with 2 outsiders.
Good copy. Moving on target. I'm on the move.
And we also know where all the enemies are. They're all over here. Like, not exactly where they are, but we have a vague idea.
I feel Commander.
So moving toward the door makes sense.
Okay. Спешу.
To
Moving
me.
to position. That's affirmative. Yes, Commander. Got it covered. Quiet. Did you hear something? Just in sight. Missed.
Mutons trying to figure out how to evac? Maybe. Kind of rough. You're right there in your spacecraft, but it won't
Adjusting sights.
start flying again. Are you kidding me?
They're falling back.
Well, that's just rude. Alright. 1 wound for the mission then. Just taking a look at experience totals. I think we give this to Arados.
He's down.
Damn.
On Overwatch. За дело. Reloaded.
Konexai needs 6 experience to level, but we'll get that from the outsider pod, regardless. I think there's a pretty good chance that the Muton was hiding in the UFO, waiting for me to be close enough for it to do what it just did.
Good to go. Moving to position.
Which is very rude.
Moving to position. Roger.
Tremendously rude.
Let's do this. Roger that. We're green to go. Yeah, начинаю наблюдение. There's something out there.
I don't really like archers, which is the
Okay.
mech version of the Rocketeer.
Okay.
So it is very unusual for me to make a Rocketeer into a mech.
Affirmative. I'm on it, Commander. Affirmative. Covering now. Nice field, Commander.
It was better than pincering me when the floaters came along.
Surprise. I'm Overwatch. Roger that.
Might have been. Well, this is interesting. They're thin men, so killing them here is going to hit me with acid. Oh, okay, I just missed all the shots. Solves that problem. Cool.
Что это за дрянь? Okay.
Said I wanted Arados getting kills?
On it. Under a threat. Rock and roll. К бою готов.
Oh shit.
It's killing
My
time.
rookie is... Yeah. Yeah, my bad. I'm sorry. Just end turn.
Position confirmed. Ready to engage. Heading there now.
Give the XM guys a lot of shit, but you'd personally do just as well. You'd connect one barrage on one of the Feder aliens and ride that high for a month.
Yes, Commander.
Oh, I'd do significantly worse. I would, like, trip getting out of the Sky Ranger and concuss myself. That's fine, though. Nobody's paying $15 for me to fight the aliens.
Я в пути.
I'm gonna be honest, I assumed this door was shut when I made that move.
On my way. Got it covered. Got it.
Wasn't a dangerous move anyway.
Roger that. On the move. Roger. Got my eyes on.
A guy dies like that in World War Z.
Что это было?
Played by yours truly. The Thin Men seem to have really opened every single door in the UFO.
Выполняю.
It's kind of rude of them. Maybe the Muton did.
Position
I
confirmed.
didn't hear feet on the UFO while the Muton was active though.
Yes, Commander.
So I think it might actually have just been hanging out where it was.
I'm on it. I've got my eyes on.
There and there. I'm a little bit low on shotguns.
Already there.
I have a smoke grenade still. I do have one smoke grenade still.
Уже иду.
So suppression from smoke is a pretty reliable way to deal with one outsider.
Heading to that location. Moving. Heading there now. Так точно. Got it. Moving. You hear that?
Aliens
On my way.
opening doors like they own the place.
Heading to that location. Got it
Steady, Overwatch, steady. Okay, might as well study, but it's not going to do anything. Overwatch, steady. Stand here. Alright, let's see what they do.
Won't even know what hit him. Open him up. ET in sight. Engaging.
Is that good? Not sure.
Moving out.
So feels not incredible, actually.
On my way.
Decent chance just these two kill them right now. That's nice.
On my way. Heading to that location.
Good. Shredded again.
Kill confirmed.
Okay, I have a grenade. I think this just comes down to at least one person hitting this enemy. That'll do.
Mission accomplished.
GG. Hey, Storm Delu. Get to hollow. Mm. 17 days. Whew. Well, at least we have a new support class soldier to replace you, Kanexai. And we'll see you in half a month. Bunch of Valerian, bunch of alloys, some meld. The computer's power source. Cool.
I appreciate your efforts to support the research team, Commander. I've already put the new recruits to work in the lab.
Like, computers are actually kind of nice to keep around. Oh, sorry, $25. Auto laser is almost done. We could start a shiv. I think we keep all our money. Do I want to start working on this thermo generator now? I guess I do. Okay. We don't keep all of our money. I will want a bunch of money for laser weapons very soon, though. Do I have any claws in my deck? You know I don't. Unfortunate. Ooh, now I can't build a foundry. I needed all 6 of the power for a foundry. I had been thinking about getting a foundry here. I think big build in June is this thermo generator. In July, it'll be 4th satellite uplink foundry and workshop block. And that gets us to air upgrades for August, which I believe is where we want to be. That's vaguely how I remember it scaling. Hajabuja! Thanks for the 2 months. How long would it take to research Claw? Too long. I could even out the hangars. I feel like it's okay. Alright, so the research mission's done. We should have 3 more scouts and 1 hunt this month in 2.5 weeks. Maybe I do want to even out the hangar. Currently at 12 interceptors. I think going to 13 this month is actually pretty standard for me. So maybe I just buy another. Let's just do that. Rest in peace, Illyrium. It is important to be able to shoot at the UFOs in this game. I don't think it's a terrible idea to be spending essentially all of your money on doing that. Did I ever play Banished? I don't believe I have played Banished. Heavy UFO activity over the US. So that could be setting up for a terror mission, or it could be a harvest, I believe, are the options.
Contact detected.
This is scout number 3 for the month. Just a small scout over Canada. Makes me feel happy about having just purchased another interceptor for this continent.
Enemy is padlocked.
It was a bad intercept. Can't reset the combat. I'm not, like, opposed to you hitting the enemy.
Contact detected.
If you want to try that, I don't know.
We have eyes on the bandit.
Best score, I think, is 29 months. Gotta stay in.
No joy here.
Contact
I don't
detected.
think I'm getting this.
Bangs out.
What I'm doing is, I don't think it's like frame perfect, but there's a particular timing you can get to, oh, thank God. There's a particular timing you can get to launch another interceptor before the first interceptor gets gets back to base. If you don't do what I'm doing, where I exit and go back in, I have to wait for the interceptor, which was here, to fly all the way back here, and then I get the option to send a new one out. But if I time it right, I can get the interface to send a new interceptor while this one's still coming back. No overkill. That must have been pretty close. Maybe we transfer a plane or two now. Yeah, maybe 2. It's good-ish to spend 3 interceptors to shoot down 1 scout, but certainly not incredible. Getting the mission is good. Do planes still repair while they're being transferred? They do not. No, so there's a cost to sending one to another place. We'll send out to Ballet's Witchcraft. Send an officer on this mission to reduce fatigue time. That's nice. Are the pilots thought about attacking the UFO at the same time? No. No, I don't think so. A scout, a gunner. Send an assault, maybe? Now that I have alloy plates, I'm going to level up my bad assaults, like JORBS. I didn't realize that I made my own soldier be from New Zealand. I have only just found this out. I'm sure a lot of you thought that was deliberate. It was completely coincidental. I want to get at least 2 rookies promoted here. Let's bring another scout with a shotgun. And 2 rookies. So a lot of the value of getting the small scout is it's an easy mission where you can get fairly safe experience onto your barracks. We'll have to decide who actually gets the laser weapons now. Yeah, I don't know. I guess the rookies? Weirdly. Nobody else seems like they're getting a huge amount out of them. I have an auto laser for my gunner now. It's exciting. Alright, let's do like this. I was talking about how I didn't know they could come from New Zealand when I named them. I don't think it occurred to me, despite the fact I was saying that I was naming a soldier as coming from New Zealand and was a person who came from New Zealand myself.
Site for this operation will be in Canada.
Alternately, I was doing that at like 1 a.m. and had no idea what was going on.
We can secure the site with limited danger to the civilians in the area.
Interceptors abide by the 1v1 me bro, you won't credo. 1 a.m. Yeah, believable. Wasn't a dude ready for promotion? Huh. I think you might have been seeing the officer.
Copy, Big Sky. Strike 1 is clear to attempt the breach.
The officer has like a yellow thing on it to show that it's an officer. But does not need promotion. Walk away from the pod toward the meld, or walk toward the pod? I think walk away from the pod toward the meld. Meld is good. This is another part of it being good to get an easy mission, is that you can get the meld. I took $600 worth of damage to my hangar, kind of. Depending on your timeline for evaluating. So getting some extra money from the mission would be really nice.
Let's do this. Double time. Roger, Roger.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing I've been realizing I don't know about this game.
That's affirmative.
This is one way that my way of analyzing games has changed in the last... I don't know, how long is it since I seriously played a lot of XCOM? Like 5 years or something?
Moving.
Is I'm thinking a lot about, like, when I make an investment, how long does it take to pay off?
There's something out there.
Seeker ping, probably?
Got it.
Righto, Commander.
Where, when I worked out how to play XCOM the first time, I was instead kind of using trial and error to decide whether different investments were good or not.
10-4.
So I like played a campaign where I prioritized satellites early, and then I played a campaign where I didn't prioritize satellites early, and I compared the two, right? Instead of just making the analysis theoretically. I guess that's practical analysis versus theoretical analysis. I think I still tend to prefer practical analysis over theoretical analysis. Oh, that's the UFO. I was a little disoriented on the map. Okay, gotcha.
Aye, aye, Commander.
And that is possibly the outsider ping? I don't know if we're getting the other meld.
Heading to that location. Target acquired.
That was not the outsider ping, that was a seeker ping.
Cover my flank!
Okay, I feel a lot better about getting the meld now, actually. Practical analysis is fun because it's a scientific name for fuck around and find out. True.
Copy that.
I think a big thing which makes me able to be good at games is that I'm very, like, resistant to just saying, oh, this situation must be understood by, like, the way that this and this and this interact, and so you can simplify it all to this simplification. Which is going to give you right answers, like, fairly often, but will also just give you very, very wrong answers when something about the game is going on which you don't understand and isn't being involved in your analysis. So instead I tend to be like, well, what happens if I do this? I haven't tried it before. And I think,
Okay.
I think a decent amount of the backseating I get is for people who don't do that, and so don't understand that, like, I tried the thing that was obvious already, and by trying the thing that was obvious, found out that it was actually wrong, and so that's why I don't do it. Saying that as if I get any backseating at all these days. Currently uploading a 124 run win streak in Brotato to YouTube, and I get backseating on like every video. Oh shit, good shot.
Eyes on the prize.
Every video is like, I don't understand why you did this, it's clearly wrong, clearly it would have been better to do this other thing. And I'm like, I won 124 times in a row. Like, what do you want me to do? Anyway. This is why I've been thinking about it.
Position confirmed.
Moving to position.
Getting it done.
Are you allowed to backseat the way I handle backseaters?
I'm on the move.
I also have
Aye, aye,
practical
Commander.
experience handling backseaters. Oh yeah, that actually further supports my theory that backseaters don't understand the value of practical experience. Because a lot of backseaters will, upon seeing my handling of backseaters, tell me that there is clearly a theoretically better way to do it.
Overwatch.
Covering Overwatch.
Overwatch.
Moving away. AT's trying to
It is possible that there isn't another pot on this map, in which case I may lose like 15 meld to walking around slowly because I didn't want to fight three seekers. And that would be very upsetting.
We'll go. Kill
Getting
confirmed.
backseated on the backseating policy. Oh yeah, that like literally always happens. That is. It would be funny if it weren't constant.
On my way.
Pearl Grant, thanks for the 17 months. Appreciate it.
I'm on the move.
stepping off. Ready to engage.
Roger. Got my eyes on.
Come get some.
Roger. I've got my eyes on.
Got it covered. Go loud.
Oh, that's interesting.
On the move.
I actually think there aren't any other enemies on the map. I've kind of like decided that that's true, in fact.
Right out.
Like, I'm not even really playing with consideration that there might be other enemies anymore.
I'm on it, Commander.
Okay. Aye, aye.
Headed there now.
I feel, Commander. Reloaded.
Crash Scouts can have as little as 5 enemies early on. Oh, there's another pod. Shit. In fairness, it was Seekers. What? I did not think it could do that. Wow, I did not think it could do that.
On my way.
Good move, friend outsider.
I'm on it, Commander.
It was a 58% hit. Oh yeah, I mean, if it gets an attack off, it's going to be a high chance to hit attack. That's fine. I just didn't think it could.
Beat on it down.
Eyes on the prize.
Come get some. Overwatch. Aye, aye.
JORBS promotion.
Moving.
Hell yeah.
Got it covered.
Moving to Overwatch.
Just got hot in here.
Hell yeah.
Oh, shot wide.
You're always a little worried when you ask someone that clearly knows the game better than you do why something is good, but it comes off as backseating and you just want to learn.
Negative damage.
They're repositioning on us.
I have thoughts about best practice there, but I don't want to come off as pretentious telling you what to do. Awkward.
Roger that. X-ray down.
Will do.
Already there. I'm on it, Commander.
I'm never beating the pretentious allegations. Sometimes when people say I'm pretentious or condescending, I imagine, like, how pretentious or condescending I could be if I was actually pretentious or
Target confirmed.
condescending.
On our way.
Running.
Something ego streamer.
Heading to that location. No, that is not good.
Being pretentious about how pretentious I could be. Yeah. I could be so much more pretentious than this.
Moving to position. X-ray neutralized. Running dry.
Okay. Is there a seeker somewhere? I would like for there to be a seeker somewhere. Is it there? No. Is it there?
Getting it done.
It is there. Yo, I hit it for 3? That is an obscene damage roll.
Chalk up another one.
Alright, I might have gotten more than 1 mel canister. I don't know. I was kind of slow. Ay. 17-day wound on one of the rookies. It's not that big a deal, though. The big thing is just getting promoted out of rookies so that I can bring that soldier to a mission later when my barracks is strained. I did get 3 meld cans. That is huge. That is so big. Damaged an alloy plate. That's too bad. We have 3 UFOs still to come this month. I think buying 1 more interceptor would be defensible, but I don't really want to, to be honest. To be honest, getting by with 13 usually should be okay, and if I miss 1 UFO here, it isn't actually the end of the world. My barracks is a little bit strained. I don't know. I don't know. Am I gonna regret this? Probably. Turby Boy! Thanks for the $5 donation. Appreciate it.
Love the XCOM gameplay. Currently watching VOD so I don't miss anything.
When I see meld, do I see it as meld? At the moment I see it as dollars, but later I see it as meld. I'm not rushing for anything that uses meld really in this campaign, so mostly I'm just selling it. That made me change my mind about whether I was keeping the meld or not. Actually, let's get rid of these. I'm not using those forever. No death robots. We're going lasers, carapace, air game upgrades, and then I'll have to decide. I can either go for Gauss or mechs from there. I'll probably go for Gauss, but I'm not sure. Lasers, carapace, air game upgrades, Gauss, then mechs. And that's your late game, basically. Then we get better armor, and that's kind of it. And all the, like, the small technologies, like the autopsies and the, I guess the gene mods and the Scilabs and stuff. What's the tech path after lasers? Yeah, I'm gonna go for carapace. Oh.
Commander, our intelligence sources indicate
Thanks for the $5 donation, XCOM.
That 5 more minutes,
attempting to
please.
undermine XCOM field operations. We believe this group harbors some misguided sympathies for the invaders and is intent on acquiring alien technology and artifacts critical to your efforts. Early reports indicate this organization calls itself EXALT. We trust you will isolate the source of this new threat.
If they hacked research here, it's actually kind of terrible.
Commander, the Council has provided some additional resources to help us deal with these traitors. We can begin scanning for additional EXALT cell locations and launch covert operations to disrupt
Believe it or not,
activity
I did
via
think
the
about this.
Situation Room.
I did think... Oh my fucking god. It's the absolute worst. I feel like EXALT first cell happens between 15th of May and 24th of May, and one time in 3 it's a research hack. And I did do the math on that and was like, should I switch off advanced lasers for something lower tech, like lower total tech cost? And I was pretty sure the math was like on no. I'm still pretty confident, but we sure rolled the I think advanced lasers had 1 day left. Is that right? Maybe it had 3. I don't know. It's probably like a 10% chance or something of it getting research hacked there. Salas, thanks for the 56 months. Appreciate it. And Ford Square, thanks for the 14 months. Okay, what's happening? We have an EXALT cell present. Rarenok's ready to go. Go get him, Rarenok. I think this is all we do. I don't know. You go alloy plate here? Actually don't know. 4 HP.
Keep everyone out of engineering for a while. They're testing some potentially dangerous new equipment down there.
I'm a little bit concerned that at 4 HP it actually will make EXALT soldiers grenade for lethal damage and stuff. Hey, Zhang. 100 mildly upset turtles. Thanks for the 5 months subbed. Oh, I didn't actually send the soldier. Load out, dump, boom, boom, send.
Covert operative deployed to disrupt EXALT cell in
Didn't I make laser pistols? Where would I see that? Laser pistol. Oh, I didn't. Maybe I should make some laser pistols. There have already been a couple of times where they would have been relevant. Do you get them from missions, though? You don't, right? You actually have to build your own. You can find the other laser weapons on missions. With an arc thrower. I don't have an arc thrower.
I appreciate your efforts to support
Oh.
the research team, Commander.
Wait, what?
I've already put the new recruits to work in the lab.
Oh, it just didn't update yet. Yeah, that's brutal, huh? It was 2 days left. Now it's 13. Wow, fuck. Okay, that's too bad. That's too bad.
Commander, we have multiple reports of new abductions in progress. The locations are marked on the hologlobe.
3 abductions. Got 1 day on that gunner, 10 days on this gunner, 7 days on this gunner. So I think I can double mission a gunner, and it's no big deal. I could double mission Lironat. It's a light abduction though. It feels silly to be. Like, if we get the 7-day wound, it's great. If we get the 13-day wound, it's not. Wild claims from Jorbs here today. Let's go gunner, sniper, rocketeer, engineer. We can just kind of use the low-level soldiers here. I am going to need another assault or 2 for EXALT. And we have some bribes, yeah? We have... I think I'm quite behind on bribes, actually. We have Tresky's wanted to be a soldier. Still from last stream. Very good level up. +1 HP, +5 aim. Assaults don't get that much aim progression, so that's great. I'm a Browning! Bring an infantry, maybe? Getting an infantry level up seems okay. One more rookie. While things are still relatively calm, I'm running out of rookies with stat lines I have any interest in touching. Rough. The base health matters less once you get into later in the game. But it's still pretty relevant at this point in the game. Later in the game, so much of your health is from your armor that it's less of a big deal. Shiny new laser gun. So we got a few. Still working on some others though. Motion tracker got broken? Did I not make items available maybe? Okay. Oh, I sent it with the EXALT mission. Right. An urban block, I shouldn't need 2 motion trackers really. And it is a light mission. Somebody remind me, oops, if you feel so inclined that I would like to make a 3rd motion tracker after this mission. Also, you need the laser carbine. Alright, pull. Don't need health if you just don't get hit.
Touching down.
I guess that's also a reason that health matters less late game.
For assistance, so that's our next drop site. We've picked up a local broadcast indicating alien activity within a major metropolitan area. We should get down there and eliminate any hostiles.
Can't wait until the first berserker shows up and our laser shotguns are 2 days from being complete. I think we'll be fine.
Strike team has reached the AO. Requesting authorization to deploy.
Solid copy, Big Sky. Strike 1 is cleared to engage. Affirmative.
Will do. Moving to position.
Getting it done.
I'm on it, Commander.
I'm actually so excited to have a battle scanner.
Yes, Commander.
On the move. Affirmative. Covering now.
Roger that. Scan. On Overwatch.
Roger. I've got my eyes on.
What's the plan? Thinman?
Out here.
Am I getting pincered? Can't hear meld yet.
Moving.
I'm on the move. On my way.
Got it covered.
Affirmative.
Moving.
Good to go. Roger that. Scan it.
I think this is fine. Thin men are, like, they have 2 HP.
What was that sound? Got something over here.
And they're very close to me, so mostly they'll just die immediately.
X-ray on the move. They're flanking us.
They go the other way to get melt. Hoorah! Rookie needs a kill.
I'm on it, Commander. Hostile.
Get fucked, rookie. Sorry, front.
We're green to go.
No kill for you.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Roger that, sir. Reloaded.
I wonder how much extra damage a crit does with a laser carbine.
my way.
Might be +2.
Locked and loaded.
Here they come.
2 seekers, 1 thin man.
Aye, aye, Commander. Shot failed to connect.
Heading to that location.
Oh, infantry
down.
feels so good once you have lasers.
Moving to position. Understood, sir.
Aye, aye, Commander. Roger that.
Anyone can leave comments on the so far spreadsheet for stuff which is wrong or missing. Oh,
I feel
and penny metaphorically, doing pretty well. The weather is outside and I'm inside. That's how I currently feel about the weather. I should go outside more. Got another pod right there-ish.
aye, aye.
I found a seeker. Look, I really wasn't trying to, like, cheese find that. The game just told me where it was.
Okay.
That can't be counted as my fault.
Heading out.
Seekers benefit from the smoke against Overwatch shots. They do. But there is a slight downside. Throwing smoke.
Hoorah! Ready to engage.
Hot smoke didn't apply to Overwatch shots. Pretty sure it does. Wonder if they'll spot as seekers.
Moving.
Didn't get any noise.
Aye, aye, Commander. Roger that. Scanning.
Smoke doesn't help you run through alien Overwatch shots. No one but.
Scanning.
Really?
Roger that.
Oh.
Scanning.
Let's rock.
What was that sound?
No! Sorry, that was the sound of meld
Aye,
expiring.
aye. Moving.
The pod seems to have run away
Something
from
over
me.
here?
Was Seekers. Seekers are $10 a piece. I think this probably doesn't kill all of them. If it does, too bad. Yeah, that's a pretty good outcome.
Scratch one for the good guys. I'm on it, Commander.
Anybody in particular need the last kill?
Heading out. No, shot wide. X-ray neutralized.
Another day, another successful
Okay.
operation.
Seekers are $12. Seeker body, alloy, Illyrium, weapon fragment. 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 1 equals 10. To my knowledge. 6-day wound from fatigue on the gunner, yeah. I got 1 melt canister.
Remember, we will be watching.
I wanted to build a motion tracker. What else am I going to do with my money while I'm waiting for advanced lasers to finish now. Buy another plane. Nah. There's much to do. I could build a shiv. Oh my god. That's a little concerning. We're mostly okay, actually. Why is the month activities displayed on stream?
Contact detected.
It is important information for making decisions. We got 22-hour transfer time. If I don't shoot this down, I lose Canada for the rest of the month, obviously. I build 3... it's a hunt mission. I can rush. Another satellite, I think. But it cost me $300. Brutal. In the past, I would put what would happen in the month on screen. Yeah, I know. In the past, I was more confident than I am now about what would happen. So, I can send this with avalanches against a fighter. Voodoo Vargas.
Contact detected.
Avalanche missiles are very poor against fighters, though. Do I have my spreadsheet open still? I do. If you send interceptors with avalanche missiles at aggressive, balanced, or defensive against a fighter at 85 research probably, yeah, it's probably worth doing. I want to defend the satellite. Can't expect to ever shoot it down. Looks like aggressive is right. Wait. I don't know what stance I just sent on.
Engaging bogey.
Have it on sequential? Oh, well, fuck. It's fine. The damage I deal to it reduces the chance that it shoots down the satellite. So we're just going to call that worth. Worth. Yeah, we'll call it worth. Let's turn off sequential for next time. People who are curious what the actual math was. Yeah, that looks significantly worse. I think still worth sending, though. It's like, wow. What does Germany want? Germany wants laser rifles. Wants 3 laser rifles and will give me a corporal. Oh. I don't have 3 laser rifles.
Contact detected.
Terror mission? Terror mission. Okay. Bad time to be Canadian. Newfoundland cannot catch a break. True. True. Nine hours for a fairly high-level gunner? Alright, feels worth waiting 9 hours.
Aircraft transfer complete.
Unfortunately, I am now prepared for the fighter to show up. Or, what's it called? Oh, it is called a fighter, yeah. I think we're sending now. We need to keep panic here below halfway through this bar, which should be relatively doable here. At Sergeant, if I'm not going to shoot enemies with my gunner much, I do like Will to Survive. The 3 will, surprisingly relevant on this character, and then also 1.5 damage reduction. Yeah. You can also go Ranger, but I think I'm good with Will to Survive. Oh, Thomas is the 87 name, Scout. Alright, cool. Be a good soldier for the mission. I do need assaults ready to go for EXALT, but I don't think it hurts to take one here. That was such a good level up. And double mission for the EXALT mission. We could go double assault, actually. We got Tresky's bribe. Serpy boy. Can be as an assault. I thought I was taking a break, but it turned out that the stream was paused. Interesting. What bribe did Triple Threat give, Astro? I see no such bribe. I think I'll bring an infantry too. XCOM has bribed for a soldier. Hey Rainbow Monk, how are you doing? I don't really want to bring rookies to a terror mission. Not in Canada. Also not in other places, to be clear. So maybe we just bring who we have. I could wait another 9 hours for K-Action J and Kovalev. Would get me a scout and an engineer over another assault and another gunner. I think we can just go another assault and another gunner. I think it's fine. So, double gunner. We'll bring a medkit. Who knows? Could be good. I need to build another alloy plate if I'm going to be sending my covert operative with an alloy plate. Done. Is this XCOM? It is. Last time I brought a medkit, that soldier bled out. True. true. Keep bears. Thanks for the bribe.
Bribe 3.
Appreciate it.
The drop site for this operation will be in Canada.
Simple. Straightforward.
The aliens are continuing their incursions into highly populated areas. We can't allow further civilian casualties to spread panic in the region.
Thanks for the bribe. Are you allowed to say that on Twitch? Nowadays, yeah. Jeff Twitch pays $1 million to have dinner with me.
Awaiting drop orders.
Affirmative, Big Sky. Squad is cleared to engage hostile targets. Watch your fire out there. We have civilians on the ground. Repeat, civilians are in the AO.
This is an excellent pull, actually. Somebody asked about scopes versus extra rockets on Rocketeers. I like the extra rockets.
On the move.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Yes, Commander.
Cover's sparse on a train map. Fortunately, cover doesn't matter that much in terror missions.
Moving out.
The aliens are melee a lot of the time, and a lot of the rest of the time, they just shoot at the civilians instead of you anyway.
I'm rolling.
How to make a donation. There should be a link below the video window on Twitch. There's also !donate as a bot command, I think. Pretty sure. Floaters, chrysalids, standard terror mission stuff.
I'm on it, Commander.
I'm on it, Commander.
Roger, tracking.
Moving to position. Heading there now.
Already there.
Empieza la fiesta.
Covering now.
I wonder how close I am to the next squad size upgrade. Must be getting there. Do I ever take LMGs? Occasionally if I have 2 gunners on a mission, but usually no. That changes late game when I have flying suits for sure. You have to reload the lasers. Oh yeah. I got like battery packs, presumably. I want my infantry taking these shots. I kind of want follow targeting first. I don't know if I have it though. You see all of them? Cool. Thought that was a chrysalid. There's a zombie somewhere on the map already. Okay. Yeah, I think we're just double shooting with infantry and hoping we're hitting. Twice. Second shot's easier? No, because this is still only oh damn. I'll take that.
Heading out.
Didn't have executioner yet, didn't matter.
Down.
Sometimes the game's quite easy. Is there a command for my Long War of the Chosen mod list? I have not played Long War of the Chosen.
Firing
position. Time to motor.
Glad I didn't pull a chrysalid pod there. Could have been a little awkward.
Aye, aye. Commander. I wanna be a billionaire.
Alien cheese. Thanks for bribe.
Don't worry, guys, I figured it out.
I'm on the move. Got it covered.
Solid copy. Moving to
Do we get research hacked while researching advanced lasers for an extra 10 days? We did. Blah blah blah. Blah blah. Blah blah. I do somewhat strongly believe that Duolingo XCOM would be a hit.
Marchando.
Fuck. Guess I can't run to here. Can run to here.
moving at speed of death. Location confirmed.
It's been quite some time since I played. Can't remember everything, you suppose.
He's dead.
Which thing?
Solid copy. Okay.
Shoot here probably.
Damn it, enemy is still
Shotguns,
alive.
should we be able to get that kill?
Copy that, Commander.
11 health at this point in the game is so wild.
Heading to that location. Yes, Commander.
Okay.
X-ray down.
Rock and roll.
Shotgun Overwatch is good. Do we have more lids? I think I know that the last spot is chrysalids because civilians are becoming zombies.
Enemy spotted.
I think the floater just didn't do anything. Neat.
Negative damage.
Works for me. Close Combat Specialist is a broken perk. That might be it. We might get out of this with 4 civilians dead. Probably not. There are 4 zombies. It's pretty good though. 3 lids.
No longer a
Which
threat.
XCOM do I like best?
Heading out.
I don't know. They are different games.
Ammo.
I have played
I'm on the move.
more than 1,000 hours of like several of them.
Dead and gone. Ataque.
Why do they even have sound effects for this game? Like I could just make the sound effects and it would be better. What's the point?
Adjusting sight.
I save all civs by abusing battle scanners. Well, I don't have battle scanners,
Here I go.
so I don't think so. Oh, fuck. Are you serious? I dead? This is fascinating. The lid gets to move, right? Close combat specialist is a broken perk. Broken perk. Alright, cool. Thank you, close combat specialist.
Solid copy. Ammo out.
Would I do my superior sound effects if the game didn't prompt me with inferior ones? That's a good point.
You are good to go, Civvy. Get out. Green to go.
That's a good point.
Affirmative. Reserves.
Moving. Good to go. Rock and roll.
I'm on it, Commander. Back online.
Yeah. Unfortunate. We're still only at 6 lost. That's not bad at all.
You're safe. Now get out of here.
2 zombies, 1 lid.
On the move.
I'm on it, Commander.
Roger, tracking.
Heading to that location. Roger. I've got my eyes ready to.
Everyone stop screaming. They are so incredibly. It's still appropriate to be screaming. Definitely not going to begrudge anyone for screaming right now.
Okay. Eyes on target.
What? Genuinely didn't think there could be another pod. Well, this is fun.
Set him up, knock him down. Double time.
On it. You're clear. Go.
That's affirmative.
Hello?
Batter up.
Glad the game doesn't have attacks of opportunity. It kind of does. Specifically for you. Close combat specialist does that. Why can I see the health bars of enemies in Fog of War when I do that? Trooper XCOM earned a promotion.
Race lining over here.
Heading to that location. Roger that. Scanning.
Why so many chrysalids? Oh my god, please stop. What's happening in this terror mission is I killed most of the enemies very easily. But every turn, a civilian dies, and if that civilian was closest to a chrysalid, it turns into a zombie, and yeah, that has been unfortunate.
Position confirmed.
chrysalids as scary as they were in the 90s? I think scarier. I'm gonna say at least as scary. Is there a way to counteract the civilians turning into zombies in Fog of War? You can... So civilians have to... Hold on. How it works is only pods which you don't see yet can kill civilians. So if you tag every pod with a battle scanner, civilians entirely stop dying for the rest of the mission. That's the, like, late game terror mission strategy.
Heading to that location.
Spam battle scanners everywhere. Nice crit.
I'm on it, Commander.
This might be the last enemy. Clearly not. Antelope links to the $10 donation. I did not realize how close that was to this soldier. It was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be.
Moving to position.
I am at 25 aliens killed right now. About to be 26. So we're gonna get a lot of corpses.
On my way.
We've gotten a lot of experience as well. Ooh, got a kill. Probably wasn't enough anyway. I guess I could have used commands to have a better chance. Why? Why does the game sound effect play twice? Plays twice, except it sounds better the second time. Weird. Appreciate the sub, Antelope, as well.
Excellent work all around.
Do I take
Another
heat
impressive
ammo
effort
on
from our
gunners?
troops.
Not at the moment. Oh wait, you mean like the perk heat ammo? Sometimes. If they have good aim and my Rocketeers are struggling. In this campaign I have a lot of Rocketeers, so I haven't bothered.
We will be in touch, Commander.
Things are heating up over there.